And more breaking news this afternoon from WBTV. I'm John Carter. A shelter in place is in effect on the campus of UNC Chapel Hill right now. UNC Chapel Hill put out an alert earlier this afternoon, coming in around 1 o'clock, that an armed and dangerous person was on or near campus. And at last check, we are being told by UNC Chapel Hill that that person, that armed and dangerous person, has yet to be found. They are still searching for that person. You are looking at live pictures now from the area in Chapel Hill where this is taking place. You can see a lot of emergency personnel there, Sheriff's Department, Police Department. There's Highway Patrol officers there as well. This broke out around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Again, police were reporting an armed and dangerous person on or near campus. And of course, this comes just a week after students had returned to classes there at UNC Chapel Hill. The students are being told to shelter in place right now. We're getting word from a reporter from WNCW at the Chapel Hill site right now that more and more police officers and other emergency personnel are on the scene, as you can see from this video right here. You can see these are live pictures right now, and you can see these officers are running to some area here. These officers are armed. Again, they are saying that a person who is considered armed and dangerous on or near the campus there, they are looking for that person now as we speak. Very few details are being released other than to say that they believe a armed and dangerous person is at large there on campus at UNC Chapel Hill. Of course, Chapel Hill about a little more than 2 hours here northeast of Charlotte, not far from the Raleigh area there, the Durham area there, the Triangle area. But again, we know that a lot of folks in this area may be UNC Chapel Hill graduates. A lot of folks from this area have students there on the campus of UNC Chapel Hill. But again, those students are being told to shelter in place there. They're being told to close their windows and their doors. No word yet on the specifics of this person who may be armed and dangerous there on the campus or near the campus of UNC Chapel Hill. But again, the students are being told to shelter in place, as are faculty and staff. Now, a little bit earlier, we saw a couple of people being escorted out of a building there by some armed officers. They had their arms raised. We would believe that that would be just folks who were in a building who were being led out in order to take them to a safe place. Again, you can see these pictures here. A lot of armed officers on the scene there. State troopers are there. You can see Chapel Hill police are there. Sheriff's deputies from the county are also there. You can see there are plenty of them in this area here. I'm not exactly sure where on campus this is. It may be near the bell tower. If you are familiar at all with the campus of UNC Chapel Hill, the bell tower there, a very famous area in the area there. But you can see that this appears to be a staging area here where many, many police officers, sheriff's deputies, state troopers have gathered, staging an area there. They are armed. They have been going across the campus there. We have seen earlier looking for this person, again, who is believed to be armed and dangerous. In fact, let me just read you what Alert Carolina had sent out specifically. It said, "Emergency. Armed, dangerous person on or near campus. Go inside now. Avoid windows." So they've been instructed to go inside, avoid windows, to close doors. And again, this alert was issued just around 1 o'clock this afternoon. So within the last hour and a half, this has been taking place. If you haven't heard earlier, students returned to campus last Monday. They have been there back in classes for a week now at UNC Chapel Hill. And again, many folks from this area have students there at Chapel Hill. Many folks from this area also graduates of Chapel Hill. A lot of folks from UNC Chapel Hill in this area here. I want to show you some more video of some of the things that are going on. You can see these armed law enforcement folks here on the campus. I'm not sure if that's one of the science buildings. I'm not exactly sure where this is here, but you can see that these are two armed law enforcement officers there on campus, and they are looking for this person who is believed to be armed and dangerous. So right now we don't know specifically who this person might be, exactly what has happened in regard to this person, what led to this alert being issued specifically. We're working to get that right now. In fact, we do have crews on the way to the scene there. These are more live pictures there, though, from the scene. And again, you can see plenty of emergency personnel on the scene here with their lights flashing. You can see sheriff's deputies there. You can see police officers are there. You can see they have their weapons out. They are armed. They are looking for this person. We don't have reports of anything specific to what has happened, again, that led to this alert, other than an armed and dangerous person was reported on or near campus. Of course, we're going to be sending out critical alerts on the WBTV News app. We have already done this. Just shortly after this happened, we were sending out alerts on the WBTV News app. If you don't have that downloaded and you want to continue to get these alerts, download that WBTV News app, and as soon as we learn information, we put it out on the WBTV News app. And again, we've got several crews en route to UNC right now. Again, they are looking for a person of interest, a person considered armed and dangerous. They're on the campus of UNC Chapel Hill, the Tar Heels. They're in Chapel Hill, and you can see this road here. I'm not sure, I don't believe that's Franklin Street. Of course, everyone's familiar with Franklin Street. That's the main route that goes there through Chapel Hill, where many students gather, but this is not specifically on the campus. Now, this is from the UNC Police Department. This is the person of interest that they are looking for right now. This has just been put out by the UNC Police, and you can see this person here is the person they are looking for. I don't know if we have an identity of this person here yet, but UNC Police have just tweeted this picture out on X, and you can see what they are looking for here. This person, don't know any specifics about this person right now. We don't know whether this person might be a student, might be a faculty member. We don't know if they work in the area or if they're even from the area there. But again, this is a person of interest that they are looking for. But again, they've tweeted out earlier, Alert Carolina, saying that an armed, dangerous person on or near the campus. And again, classes at UNC Chapel Hill started just a week ago today, so plenty of students there on campus. All of them are being told to shelter indoors, to close their doors, to close their windows, to stay away from windows. We'll go back to live pictures right now, give you an idea of exactly what's happening out there. You can see plenty of armed law enforcement officers on the scene there as they continue this search for this person of interest that we just showed you there. I don't believe we have a name for that person yet or any specifics as to why that particular person is being sought right now. But you can see here from these pictures that there are, again, plenty of law enforcement officers on the scene there at Chapel Hill, here on the campus of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. And right now, it's not clear exactly whether they're close to finding this person of interest or whether they just have an all-out alert and are looking across the entire campus. It does seem that they are focused on one particular area of the campus right now. We haven't seen any pictures otherwise that would show us otherwise. This looks like a staging area here. And again, I'm not sure what street this is, but this is in Chapel Hill, happening right now. And again, this started around 1 o'clock this afternoon when this alert went out. Right now, Haley Fixler of WNCN of Raleigh there is on campus right now saying that law enforcement officers are everywhere patrolling on campus with guns drawn, and more officers have been arriving. The school is urging anyone off campus to stay off campus, to stay away until the campus can be secured and that they know that this person of interest has been found. Whether this person of interest is a person they believe to be armed and dangerous, we're not exactly sure. But again, you saw that picture there of a person that they are looking for right now. And I'm going to ask our producer, Jack, right now, if they have identified that person, if they know specifically who that person is, that we could give a name or some type of identifying information. Right now, they have not identified the name of that person that they have tweeted out. I should say X since the former Twitter. But if you see that person there, people are being told not to approach that person, but rather to call 911. So if that person is seen by anyone on the campus there, they are being asked to stay away from that person and to call 911 if they do see that person. Again, a person of interest. They have a picture of that person of interest, but they have not released any identity or how he may be associated with the UNC Chapel Hill there, whether he might be a student, whether he might be a faculty member, a worker at the campus, or someone who doesn't have any association with the campus whatsoever. Again, these are live pictures there, and if you'll look at all the emergency vehicles on the scene there are at least a dozen. And there you can see in the upper left portion of your screen, this is the person of interest that they are looking for. And again, we'd have to assume, because they are looking for a person who is armed and dangerous, that this person might be that specific person they are looking for in regard to that. But this is a person of interest, according to UNC police, a person they are looking for. We don't know why they haven't identified by name this person, because if they have a picture, you would assume that they would have a name, some type of identity, so people would know exactly who this is. But again, UNC police have put this out on X, formerly known as Twitter, and are circulating this throughout the campus right now. But again, students, faculty, and staff have been told to go inside, to shelter in place, to avoid windows, to close doors, to lock doors, and to stay in place until an all clear has been sounded. This is an active search going underway right now. And again, more and more police officers are arriving at the scene. The campus has been shut down. There is a large police presence there. An alert went out around 1 o'clock about an armed and dangerous person on campus. There were speakers there, according to WNCN, speakers alerting people about this as well. So it wasn't just an alert that was sent out through social media, but also there were speakers there on campus that were letting people know to shelter in place, to go indoors, to stay away from windows, to close windows, to lock doors, to be sheltered in place. So right now, the latest we can tell you is that there is a search right now for a person they believe to be armed and dangerous on or near the campus there at UNC Chapel Hill. Police have just released this picture that you see in the upper left-hand portion of your screen there, a person of interest, although they have not specifically identified who this person is. We have seen some students or faculty members who were taken out of one building, escorted by police officers or sheriff's deputies who were armed. They had their hands raised. That's typical of a scene you might see, people being taken from buildings to help them escape an area. So we'll keep you posted on this situation throughout the afternoon, and we'll have live coverage coming up at the top of QC at 3 o'clock. And of course, we're going to keep you updated online, and we'll also alert you as soon as any new information comes in. If you don't have the WBTV News app, download it on your phone. You may want to do that now. And as soon as we get any new information, that will be sent out through an alert on the WBTV News app. Also at WBTV.com online. And at 3 o'clock, we'll have another update at the top of QC at 3. And of course, Siobhan Bryan will be joining me on First at 4, and we'll have the very latest information at that time. But again, there is a lockdown on place on the campus of UNC Chapel Hill. They are looking for a person described as armed and dangerous. That search is going on right now. A person of interest, a photograph of that person has been posted, no specific name. We'll keep you updated as more information comes in. For now, I'm John Carter. At WBTV News, we return you to our regular programming.